If you're coming down to Sandy Cape, be prepared for a whole lot more than your average Sunday drive, because this, in my eyes, is the most treacherous beach in all of Australia. And if you don't believe me, behind me there are the remnants of a 40 Series Land Cruiser that is bogged up to its roof. No one had any chance of getting it out. Now, what do you do when you come down here? Well, first of all, forget about camper trailers. The sand here is simply too soft, and always travel in pairs and have your snatch straps and your shovels at the ready, and certainly a set of max tracks wouldn't go astray as well. There are so many problems along this beach, and it's not just the soft sand. There are these rivers that flow into the ocean, and as they meet the waves coming in, you have a lovely deep area of water to get through, not to mention the ruts that the actual water cuts through the sand. So you've got to wait a lot of the time until the water actually goes back out to sea and then make a run for it. But there's one other absolute cracker that will stop you in your tracks. They call it quicksand down in these parts, and they're not far off. And you thought this stuff only existed in Tarzan movies. I weigh probably around about 100 kilos, and as it stands here, I am sinking right in. Think of every corner of your four-wheel drive would probably weigh at least 500 kilos. So you land in this stuff and you will be gone up to your chassis in an absolute flash. What happens is the water draws up through the sand and becomes an absolute quagmire, and there's no way you'll get out of this stuff. Once you get bogged, you sit there and you wait to be recovered. Now, quicksand is usually found in these wet sort of areas, so near your creeks like we've got here, or certainly where there's a few water holes up around the sand dunes. That is where you find it, which for someone coming from mainland Australia is used to seeing hard sand and saying, yep, great to drive on, that's going to be nice and firm. Not so down here, folks. Quicksand. You'd better keep an eye out for this one.